Hello everybody, Manual Man here again. It's been a long time, but everybody knows why. We got this COVID craziness going on. It's kind of hard to get things done when everything's shut down, and everyone understands that. Anyways, I'm making, I guess, an update I haven't done in about 3 months. Just kind of little things I've been doing to the CRX. As you can see, I did my valve cover. I pulled the one that I had on here. It's not a B20 valve cover. It's like it's a B18C or something rather. But there's a little story behind that, and it's kind of interesting. But what I did was I took the original B20 valve cover and crinkle coated it myself. Damn shadow. Crinkle coated it myself, and it didn't do a bad job. And I was like, man, I was really impressed with it, and I put it on, and then of course, I'm getting hitting and rubbing issues and all kinds of stuff because it's that valve cover. I was like, damn, man, I'm just hitting all over the place. And come to find out, anyways, I got my original valve cover professionally done, and it shows. It looks really, really nice. But what I did discover is that, see, one thing I don't like about people that do Hondas and put in BTEC or whatever, B16s or B18s or whatever it may be, it's the valve cover that they sit high. So if you look at right here, the spark plugs sit right on top of the cover, and the channels are real low. So that means this valve cover sits low. That means I can shut this damn hood without it hitting. Yeah, you got to do some cutting right here. Hold on, camera. Right here, you got to cut off because it will rub right here in this spot. But everything here doesn't touch at all. When you put the original one on, this B20, the valve cover channels are very deep, and it sits higher. So you can see, I don't know if you can see on the camera, right here it's rubbing, especially right there. It was rubbing, it was hitting the hood, and I couldn't really do anything about it unless I cut it out. And I could have done it, but I wanted to get that other one redone. And yeah, so I pulled this one back off, and I put this one on after I had it professionally crinkle coated with, I guess what's called, what was it called? Desert red crinkle. I don't know, I forgot what the hell it was named. And but anyways, that's just pretty much some updates I've been doing. So I made it dressed up pretty nice. Didn't cost that much money to do. Finally put an intake on this thing. Put a catch can in there too, if you can see it. I don't know, just a cheapo Amazon, eBay one. Nothing special. Doesn't require too much. No turbo in here, but this spits oil like you can't believe. And then really the only thing else that I put on here that you can't really see is the Skunk 2 upper control arms up in the wheels. You probably can't, you can't see it. I'm not gonna show you, but I can finally do some camber adjustments and shit, and that's pretty much it. I haven't really done too much to it. It's just kind of cosmetic-y. Nothing major since this COVID thing's been going on, so it's just everyone's just kind of incognito. So I figure I'd do a video and just push something out. It's nothing special, but it's something. But it's a little interesting that these B18 C's or B whatever valve cover, because this is not from the B20, or possibly it could be, but I've seen so many different variations of it. One thing is that it sits low, so your hoods can clear, so you don't have to put that damn spacer in the hood. I hate that. I cannot stand that spacer. When you shut the hood, it just looks like you didn't shut the hood. It's just gapped up on top, and to me it looks not clean, and I know why it's doing it. I know why you do it, and I understand it, but man, it looks like shit. And that's just my opinion. That's other people's opinion. Varies from mine, so that's just my opinion. I think it looks like trash because the car's lines just look like the car looks like it's broken, like someone forgot to shut the hood. I used to have a 1985 Honda Prelude, and the hood opened up just like that from the back to the front. That's how the hood opened, and that's what it looks like. It looks like someone left the hood open right there. Anyways, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I just don't like the way the look is. So believe it or not, you could probably, this is what I've been doing my research, you could probably, even if I change this thing out, eventually this motor's going to be gone, I'm going to change it to a B16B, an original Honda R Type R from Japan. So I'm going to spend a little bit of money, probably the most thing I spent on this thing. It'd be worth more than all of it I've already spent on the car total. The engine's still going to be way more than I spent on the total car. That's just down the line, but that's what I want to put in here eventually. But these valve covers right here, man, you know, I think you could put it on a VTEC head. I'm not too sure, you know, but I know the VTECs, they have a channel in here, and you can hide the wires. So that means most likely this is sitting higher right here, because the channel's there, and you can put that plate there to hide the wires. That means most likely it is sitting higher. That's just my opinion. Yeah, to avoid that, change it to a different valve cover, possibly. I don't know, because it definitely sits way lower, and you can shut your stock hood unless you go get a JDM hood, and you know, that way, you know, have the little bump or the recess or the other way the hood, then you don't, it doesn't matter anymore. But those hoods are very expensive and very hard to find. You can get a carbon fiber one, but you could, it is what it is. You could do it if you want. But again, this is just a little quick update, nothing special, just a quick little rant. And it did dress up the engine bay pretty nice, so I just want to let you guys know that this really didn't cost too much money to do. I sandblasted the valve cover myself, Harbor Freight and Tool. They're a little shitty little air blaster sander thing, you know, and they're grit. You can buy some grit there too, and it works surprisingly well. Then I took it to a powder coater, and they charged me $80 to get that done, so that wasn't a big deal. 80 bucks, it's not a big deal. The intake though, I couldn't get any cheaper than almost a little bit under than 200 bucks. It was $180. This is a semi-decent one. It's made for the CRX. It bolts in where it's in its own little fastener. It's got a little rubber mount. It's pretty nice, but I thought it was going to be, I thought the diameter was going to be wider, bigger, and this was going to have a choke down collar right here, but it doesn't. It's exactly the same diameter all the way around, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, it sounds nice. But again, all right, I'm rambling. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Don't really care about anything else. Just a little, you know, update to the channel here, and give something for someone to watch. I know it's nothing special. It's just an engine bay. Nothing. I haven't really done anything else with the car. Car is just the same, except with the control arms. Nothing special. But later on in the future, this motor's coming out, and the new B18, or I'm sorry, B16B from Japan is going to be in here sooner or later, and that one's going to be interesting and fun. And then I was either contemplating putting a turbo on this thing real quick and just blowing it up, just going having fun, do a couple passes and just blow it up. And so when I buy the new motor, I'll just put a turbo on this, blow it up as much as I can, or whatever. It's just make this thing explode, and then put my new motor in. Anyways, that is it for the day. Manual Man out.